Alright, so 10 tips everyone needs to know for Abyssal Expedition, and these cross seasons pending any major updates. So first off, if you're trying to decide whether to go for honorable or casual, definitely pick the honorable choice if you plan on trying at all. And I think if you are watching this video, it means that you plan on trying. So if you go casual, you will end up not getting an active group, most likely, and you will most likely fail. So tip number 2, join in right at the start. You start accumulating food right at the beginning. The new update gives you a 4-hour window at the very beginning, so join anytime within those 4 hours. There will be a registration period, and it should be about 48 hours. Then after that registration period ends, 24-hour timer starts for matchmaking. After that 24-hour timer is done, the event starts. It's normally at a reset the day after registration ends. So that's when you want to join in, and it'll give you your best chance at being successful in the event. Third, start out with your strongest team and use up all of the food on that team. Don't put anyone in the other 5 slots. Then once your strongest team has run out of food and you've taken the strongest tiles you can, get rid of them and put them back in the lower 5 slots for 60 more food and continue doing that. You can go ahead and put in other heroes that you want to bring with you in the first 5 slots once you've swapped out to your better team in the second slots. Fourth tip, level up 1 meta hero type. So the good ones will be either Celerity, Mage, or Warrior, and it will kind of depend on which ones you have the best heroes for. If you're really strong with all 3, have at least 10 ascended heroes of all 3, then Celerity has been the way to go up until this point. So it'll kind of depend on the meta for the specific season you're in, but up until this point, Celerity's been the way to go for all but half of the group on one season. Okay, 5. Do your research ahead of time. So there will be videos posted and guides posted online of people who have already done or started the event from the test server that are willing to give you tips. And this can really make your life a whole lot easier, especially since it changes every time. You can't just go into it with what you used last time. So look them up, and I'll post my own videos if you want to check those out when the time comes. 6. Ways to conserve food so you can get stars based on how well your heroes perform. There is one for winning in the first 30 seconds of the battle and one for not losing any heroes. Every star you get gives you 2 food back. Another way you can conserve food is if you take out tiles using less heroes. So only the heroes that enter and participate in the fight lose food. So using less heroes to take out an easier tile is another great way to conserve food. And you only get a set amount of food throughout the whole event, so you might as well conserve it and be able to be as productive as possible against the boss at the end. The most efficient way to swap out your tiles, that you're able to get a different amount of tiles as you progress. You'll want to promote your tiles 2 tiers up at a time. So once your heroes can take out 2 tiers up, so say there's a T2, and then you now want to take out new tiles to get more food generation, you will then take out T4s once you're able to, and etc. etc. 8th tip, if you're newer and you are struggling, some of the challenges are tougher when you get to the 2-teamed towns and cities. So definitely ask for help from your group. They're able to take out the first team for you, makes your life a whole lot easier. And then you only have to deal with one team again instead of both, because you are unable to use the heroes that you used on the first team to take out the second team. 9th kind of piggybacks off of the 5th is you'll want to do some research into the best boss teams to use. If you're not going for a top 100 rank with your guild, then you just need to hit that 150 mil damage or whichever it is for this particular boss. But if you guys do want to go for something better, I mean, you still have to defeat the boss, so everyone on your guild has to participate enough for that. You might as well look up what the best teams are and adjust your team based off what you have, and go ahead and upgrade a few different classes to compensate. So you'll probably want support at least, because you'll want the twins and Mortus if you have him, because both of those help a lot with boss damage. Other great heroes that have worked out statistically are Saurus, Isolde, Drez, Lucretia. Yeah, those are typically the best season to season. So if you have any of those ready to go, you're good. 10 is make sure you hit the boss at some point. I think this sounds obvious, but there is a 24-hour cooldown after you defeat the boss. So if you take the boss out within the last 24 hours, it does not come back. And if you haven't hit the boss at least once to get that kill boss challenge, then you cannot make it to the highest rank. Or if you have a team that's going really quickly through and they kill the boss before you have the chance to attack it, and they aren't able to make it through the second boss, you still can't get Prince even if you hit that 150 million that they require for the Prince, because you didn't participate in killing a boss. Okay, that's about it for the tips that kind of go season to season. So I hope something in this was new for you. And like I said earlier, I plan on posting some videos of this and also streaming when it starts on the test server and the main server. So feel free to join for any of that. And good luck with the next season, and happy hunting.